Hey guys, I'm here with another of our Ask Me Anything videos, and today's question comes from Megan C. And Megan C asked, why did you get into writing? Is it hard to write a book, and is it hard to keep track of all the details in a book? So I got into writing because I literally do not remember a time when it wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. When I was in kindergarten or first grade, I think it was, I started telling people that when I grew up, I wanted to be a writer and a teacher and a mom. And I've done all three of those things. I obviously have the twins, and then I got my degree in history education and did my student teaching at high school and then substitute taught all grades for quite a while before I had the twins. And then obviously I'm a writer. I get to publish books now, which is amazing. So I got into writing because I just love stories. I love stories in all forms. I love to write books, but I also love reading books. I love TV shows. I love movies. I love podcasts. I love anything that has a good story. So I think that's why I got into writing books, is because I had all these stories I wanted to tell, and writing seemed like a fun way to do it. And it is a lot of fun, but it also is a lot of work. It's definitely hard to write a book, not easy. Some books are easier than others. Matched by Design, which I'm writing or editing right now, not an easy book. This has been one of the harder ones for me to do. So that's been a challenge. But it's a lot of fun too, and it's really rewarding when people send you an email or say, hey, I really loved your book. Is it hard to keep track of the details? Yes, it's very hard to keep track of all the details. I think that Matched by Design will be my 21st book that's published. So that's a lot of books, right? That's a lot to keep track of and a lot to remember. And I have really complicated documents where I try to keep the stuff written down so that I can keep track and remember it, so I don't forget hair color, eye color, backstory, all those kinds of things. So I have a lot of stuff to keep track of that. It's also hard to remember because I have all the information that didn't make it into the finished copy of the book. So you guys get the book, and you probably know it better than I do because you're only reading the published version, but I have everything I've cut. I have all the ideas that I decided not to use, I have all the scenes I took out, all that in my head as well. So I have all that to remember on top of what actually is published. So it's hard to remember, but I keep track of it in documents and stuff. And sometimes I have to go back and reread the books to remind myself what actually made it into the published version before I work on the sequel. So that was Megan C's question. Thanks for asking it, Megan. It was a lot of fun to answer. If you guys have a question for me, just fill out the form and ask me anything, and I'll get around to answering it eventually. Thanks, guys. Bye.